Now, you ended up getting a little heated today on our video.
Correct. Warranted.
I find it very interesting how you can literally say the same thing that I'm saying, and it comes across differently.
It will always come across differently from a man's perspective and a woman's perspective into who's listening. Women can take certain things easier. Look, here's the thing. I bet what I say is better received by men and what you say is better received by women.
But it seems like the only thing women are receiving from what I'm saying is what they wish to happen, which is drama, divorce, problems. Mm-hmm. And they don't even actually listen to what I'm saying. They only they only see the title and thumbnail and then proceed to unleash whatever pent up anger and animosity that they've had towards me and or you, in that video.
That's where you're incorrect. It's not towards me and towards you. We just happen to be the scapegoat for whatever crap they have going on in their own life. It's easier to crap on the person making the video than it is to turn and aim it at whoever's in their life that's pissing them off.
But the thing is, the videos were never designed to anger people, to make them look at their own lives.
It doesn't matter. That's what they needed, and that's what they got from it, even though they never even bothered to watch it, and they needed an outlet for whatever negativity or whatever they wanted to spew. And unfortunately, because we're a couple and it looks like we're talking about certain relationships and stuff, they aimed it that way.
But then these are just those that choose to comment, whereas most don't. But then the views and the likes and the dislikes and the unsubscribes, they tell a story. Mm-hmm. But then some will comment and say, no, look at them. Mm-hmm. Look at their videos.
Those are people who are happy in life and who actually want to do better in life, as opposed to are miserable in life and want to have victim mentality in life. And
I talked into the water bottle. Are the majority in my channel miserable?
No.
Whereas SquirrelTribe Life immediately is not miserable?
No, I think the ones in your channel, because it has changed from what it was in the very, very beginning, I feel like the people who were there for the very, very beginning stuff, they're still there, but they just don't comment the same anymore because it's a little bit different now. The people that are commenting now never commented on your stuff previously because they're newer and they just want to be negative. I don't think your originals are commenting negatively.
The originals, they wanted food shortages, empty shelves,
yeah,
SHTF,
yeah,
prepping.
And so they're still there, but they're not the ones watching the videos. They're not the ones commenting on the videos. Then you have the ones who came in when you were doing more financial stuff, which you're still doing, but people aren't getting past the title and thumbnail to actually learn anything. The ones that are commenting anyways, the majority that are commenting. You have those that came in for the financial stuff, and because it's either something they deem too difficult for themselves to do, or they don't want to do it, or they want to hold on to victim mentality, they turn around and aim it at you as a negative. There was one person who made a comment on one of your videos, I'm only here for the financial stuff. I don't know why you're talking about anything else. I'm not watching this.
But it was a financial video.
Exactly. But all they saw was a title, and they didn't understand that title had to do with what the video is about financially. They just made it up in their own mind and went with it. Too many people are happy with judging a book by its cover, and then...
Well, they claim to be so impatient, they don't have time to sit through a video.
But they have plenty of time to sit there and write out whatever troll crap. They got
plenty of time to sit there and watch the Kardashians and all these other fake reality TV shows that have no bearing and impact on their lives, besides pulling money out of their pockets.
Yeah. The problem is, we got to stop talking to those people, because those people do not matter in the scheme of life.
So who do we start talking to?
The ones who do matter, the ones who understand what you're doing to help.
No, but they do. But YouTube doesn't. YouTube does not deem them as worthy of even receiving the notification or an impression on their homepage.
That's the downside. That whatever's happening with the algorithm right now is completely skewed. Because if you name a video exactly what it is, nobody's going to click on it because it's positive and it's helpful and it's whatever, and too many people don't want that. And then if you name it something that would get their attention, even though technically it's still exactly what it is. It's just phrased differently. The algorithm will push that more, but then that's what you end up with are those trolls in the comments who just make you want to bang your head on the wall, because it's like, how have you made it this far in life? Like, I don't understand. It does not make sense to me. Like, I'm surprised half these people commenting remember how to breathe in and then breathe out and then breathe in again. Like, I feel like they should accidentally only breathe in and forget to breathe out. Like,
no, you're right. This is the risk that you inherit with viral videos that aren't specific to your channel, because then you could potentially introduce a new audience that does not match your content.
I get crapped on all the time on my videos when YouTube pushes it out to people who are like, I don't give two craps about food. I don't care what you're talking about here. I don't care about these trains. I don't care about people and our water and our air and our food. I don't care about any of this stuff. And it's like, then why did you click on the video? I understand the algorithm sent it to you, but are you not smart enough to not click on things that you're not interested in? I don't get it.
So who are the folks that are connected with us on Patreon? Because I've honestly lost count of how many have signed up now.
There are a lot that have signed up, and those are people who are who understand exactly what you're bringing, what I'm bringing to them, and who want to learn more, want to know more, who actually care about things outside of just victim mentality and doom and gloom and whatever else, and who actually want to better themselves. That's how I see it.
Because even now on the channel, and I'm very happy that we have those folks on Patreon.
Very.
That want to have these real conversations.
Man, I did burn the crap out of myself today.
But even on YouTube, I can post the most positive video possible, and they'll still find some way to be negative about it.
I get it too. It doesn't matter. The people who wake up like that and want to be that person, they're going to find a way to do it no matter what you say, no matter who you are. It does not matter. Those are the people that you don't do it because you don't go through the comments like I do, but I go through and I delete them. I don't want that negative trash energy rubbing off on anybody else in my comment section. I don't want their day to have to go through what mine does because of those kind of people. They are not worth anybody's time. So I delete them, I block them, I do what I got to do to make sure that my viewers, my subscribers, my YouTube family, when they're going through comments, they're not seeing just absolute trash negativity from people who have nothing better to do than crap on random strangers to make themselves feel better.
You think they do it intentionally, or they
Yes.
have no idea that that's who they are?
No, half of them do it. No, I would say 95% of them do it intentionally. The other 5% don't understand that's how they come across. But 95% of people know exactly who they are. They're old enough to understand who they are, what they are, how they speak, the way they come across, and they know exactly who they are. They also probably get really upset when they leave a comment and it doesn't get any kind of responses because you've been hidden from the channel and only you can see your comment because we don't want your energy.
I'm so over it.
Yeah. That's why, well, that's the other plan. The plan is to push you out so that you'll stop making the videos. Like, that's the plan. I wonder how far we can push until somebody stops. You're not going to get me to go away.
What gain does that bring them? Just to know that...
No, the ones who are in the videos every single day consistently crapping on you, they're probably getting paid by somebody to do it, because you cannot be that incredibly miserable in life to spend your entire time waiting for your videos to be the first people to comment negatively on it. There's 2 of them so far that I'm just like, y'all married to each other because it's a guy and a girl. They've got it. That I don't understand. So personally,
now that you say that, you reminded me of a video that you're going to put on Patreon that's literally going to run down the list
of the people. Yeah.
Which, you know, this list is going to be never ending because it's going to continuously grow as your channel continuously grows.
Yeah.
But you too are over it, and you're ready to voice this to the Patreon folks. And I'm not saying that the Patreon folks only agree with us, but I will say that the comments that we receive on the videos there,
we have a legit
1
conversation.
million times better.
Yeah, but you have legit conversations
yes.
there because people are willing to listen to both sides as opposed to just be just absolute trolls.
Yeah.
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 I have to assume that the people.
But then
who
you got
like
people
that,
who pay.
I really hope they don't have
But then
children.
you have people who pay buy your buy me a coffee. To be assholes.
I've only had like 2 or 3 of those do it.
They still did it.
They still did it, but I'm like, be an asshole. I got $5. Whatever. I'm going to drink my coffee or my margarita while I read your comment, and then I'm going to block you. So thank you.
Oh, you can block them on there too?
Oh, yeah. I can make it
shoot.
so that nobody else can see them.
I really can't believe that this world has gotten to the point where people
Pay to be assholes.
Yeah, go to those great lengths to do things like that to people they don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm an awful person. Like,
But we've already identified we're not commenters.
We don't comment on videos. And the only time I do comment on a video is literally to say, thank you. This was amazing.
The most I'll comment is if I want to connect with the creator.
Yeah.
Like, nice video.
Yeah.
You know, let's do something together.
Now, I'm a commenter when it comes to your videos. I'm pretty neutral on mine. I'm just like, you're a moron, and I delete it. But on yours, I'm not going to lie. I lose my shit because it's like, why are you that person? Not him, but the people in the comments. I don't understand it.
You got some of these people that they want to leave such a bad comment on your video
in hopes of getting you to respond.
So others can see it.
Yeah.
And them think the same thing that they commented, because I can promise you this, based on title and thumbnail and the first comment, there's this, like, people are too stupid, they're too fucking dumb to have their own thoughts. So they'll just go based on what everyone else is. If it's got 3 likes on it, it's like, well, if that's what the consensus is, it's like, that's how I feel too. And it's just like,
but is it, or were you swayed? Are you, that mob mentality is terrifying, because that's what's happening in this country.
Think about it. 74,000 subscribers and dropping.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be down to 70,000 subscribers at some point. I don't know.
But I would rather get rid of the trash than.
But here's the thing. What about the channels with over 1 million subscribers that are doing the same thing that these commenters are doing, which is lying to the masses, lying to the public, tricking them and deceiving them with fake news, misinformation, half-truths. Like, they then say, oh, well, 1 million other people watched it, so I agree with it too.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is how it goes. Whatever bit me, it's like, that's a huge bump. You see that?
And then, you know, you got to think about what the platform is going to push out in general.
And the fact that they're deleting videos left and right from people.
Yes. And, you know, in comparison, you got to think about what Elon Musk pinned on his Twitter.
Yep.
That obviously you cannot post on YouTube.
Nope.
From Matt Walsh.
Yep.
So I'm honestly a little concerned and afraid about.
For the platform?
The general public.
Oh, yeah, because you're only going to have.
They're consistently
view.
Engaging with a platform that feeds them bad info, bad intel, and serves it to them no matter what they search for. Because based on the search terms of my videos, your videos, they're not being sent to the people that they're created for.
Not at all. A video will go up and it'll have like a 94% like rate, and I'm like, why? And then look at the search terms, and I'm like, how does this make any sense? I have not talked about any of this. And then it shows the videos that are suggesting it, and I'm like, well, no wonder nobody likes it. They're sitting here looking for quinceañera, I can't say it, whatever kind of dresses, and I'm talking about food shortages. How do those two things go hand in hand? It doesn't make sense.
It's intentional. It's intentional.
The algorithm's trying to see who the toughest ones are. They're going to stick around?
No, algorithm's trying to manipulate the money.
Oh, I fully agree with that.
They're trying to manipulate the money right now. They've had Google has had 3 consecutive quarters of decline in revenue from YouTube.
Well, since the new CEO, or?
Well, the new CEO came on early this year. So then we're in Q2 now.
Okay.
So technically one under Susan, but I think Neil came in midway through. So probably as soon as Neil was introduced and starting to take the reins is when things started going downhill. And
well, I can understand why.
Because he's a man. Is that, I don't know. What are you saying?
No, because everything sucks lately on YouTube. Whatever he's come in and done, the changes he has made has made it just awful for creators and for viewers.
He's super left. Super left. And
well, then you would think. Nope, that actually makes sense. Never mind.
Think what?
I was going to say, you would think that they would want the whole LGBTQIA+ stuff on the air, but Matt Walsh was going at it in a I don't agree with it way, which is why.
Yeah, they want it out there for the views and
but only when it's positive and agreeing with it and everything else.
Don't apply science or logic to it, because then that goes against their plan and their agenda, their ideology, and they want to silence you. But
it's totally off topic. But the woman part of me, like the whole uterus part of me, sees little feet that just went by in that stroller, and all I want to do is go like play with little baby feet. The uterus kicks in every single time I see baby feet.
Go play with little baby feet.
Yes.
But
I said the
somebody,
woman part, I meant like the mom part.
Somebody, do you think a transgender woman could feel that way?
No, because she doesn't have a uterus.
So somebody actually commented on one of my videos, and they said, Kevin, you're either, obviously the video was a metaphor. The entire conversation was a metaphor. I never said I never said we, I never said you and I. It was a hypothetical scenario of storytelling that was a metaphor. And somebody goes, you're either talking about a car or you're talking about YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Because Michelle would never let there be another girl.
It's funny that they said that, because YouTube's algorithm used to be considered a woman. It used to be called Susan, because she was the CEO and she was running the show. So it was funny how they said that, because I was actually talking about the algorithm.
Yeah.
I was talking about the new people that I was being forced to talk to, the suggestions that you made because of the changes in the algorithm and where the videos are being pushed and different things like that. And that's who I was actually talking about.
Yeah.
Was the algorithm, the new audience.
Yeah.
Trying new things, having new discussions on new topics, and everybody took it and ran so far with it the other way, it wasn't even funny. Like, it literally wasn't even funny after about an hour.
Oh, yeah. No, because then it's just like, what is the point? Like,
and now they're still here today on this video. Like, I thought you guys were getting a divorce. Kind of like.
But you're still wearing rings, and at no point in time has anything ever said we are getting a divorce. Michelle is leaving me. None of those things have happened.
How about the one that said goodbye YouTube, and people were like, you said you weren't going to make any more videos.
No,
I never
said that. Nope. But they go with the title and the thumbnail. It was a video
about a guy whose channel's name is Autovlog, and how he said he hadn't been making videos.
There's so many ants down here. I think I put my feet up in the chair.
Like, I don't even understand. Like, so then you got to think, what do people see when they're approaching an intersection with a yellow light turning red soon? What do people see when they sign contracts? What do people see? You know, like, what does their brain lie to them and tell them and trick them into believing that isn't actually true?
Fail videos on YouTube, plenty of people see the yellow light and think it's bright green and just go through it. Plenty of people see the red light and just completely go through it. There's enough people out there who literally see what they want to see and pay no attention to actual signs.
My own tests that I have conducted,
Mr. Scientist,
mean psychologists more so.
True.
Mean nothing, because we can just look back at, is it a blue dress with white stripes? Oh, is it blue and white stripes?
Oh, or gold and white.
And it's like, wait, it's clearly obvious what it is.
Gold and white.
But but yet there were people out there who were willing to argue about it, which means, wow, this is how they think.
And all they had to realize is that it depends on how your phone is set up, your brightness, your contrast, your whatever else. It depends on if you are colorblind personally or not colorblind. It would have been different for numerous people because it's designed that way.
These are the same people who don't realize that we are no longer talking about food shortages. We are no longer talking about gas and diesel shortages. We're no longer talking about baby formula shortages. We're no longer talking about grain shortages and cooking oil shortages. We're no longer talking about all the things that they threw out there to scare people that doesn't exist anymore.
I feel like my face matches this can right now. I burnt the crap out of it. Sorry.
And you're going to do it again tomorrow.
No, I'm going to convince them that tomorrow we don't do the beach. We do the beach the next day. Give our skin 24 hours.
Well, it ain't like we're going to stay indoors.
Oh, no, not at all.
But the people don't realize that they're being manipulated all the time.
All the time.
And when someone comes along and doesn't manipulate them or realizes that they have to then try to trick them into eating their vegetables that's going to be good for them,
They get mad at that person. They would much rather be manipulated and lied to so that they still feel all warm and fuzzy for some reason than be told the truth of anything, because then they have to step back for a second and have an actual thought for themselves at the same time to realize what's actually going on or whatever else.